coming out of the 20-point plan and actually my recent visit to Gaza hours before the peace plan was signed, and then looking through the variables, we get word that the UN security mandate, which if you look at all of these things that we're going to talk about, the Southern Lebanon UNIFIL mission, Kosovo, Bosnia, more all had UN security mandate from a legitimacy for all the different contributing countries. It's the best case scenario to have one. The article is about having the right principles in this. This was making its way through the UN Security Council. There's really, I think, positive things that were in the draft version, like take all means necessary to execute the mandate. Things that weren't in the UNIFIL mandate, what was implemented and then really never really foresaw.
I think that there are a lot of Israelis. So I'm representing somebody who lives in Israel, who fought in this war inside the Gaza Strip, who is, as all Israelis are, the first to have to live with the outcome of any international policy with regard to disarming Hamas and demilitarizing Gaza Strip. And so it's that view that I want to represent. And I'll begin by saying that most Israelis, when we hear about anything making its way through the United Nations for ratification, we immediately view it askance. One of the reasons that this is making its way through is that the contributing nations insist that it has a UN mandate. But there's also clear precedent for it, as you've just alluded to. Do you expect it to pass through the UN?
I do. And I agree. If I hear the words UN, it doesn't bring a positive feeling. I don't think any of them have a serious reason to oppose the mandate. This is a very conditions-based, realistic plan to bring stabilization to Gaza and to liberate it, which is really key, from terror rather than occupy it. The article is more about what we really want to see in the principles and what are the mission, the tasks, the authorities, and really the kind of fallback. What I've heard, the draft will have only a 2-year mandate, which I think is positive, because you don't want this forever mandate that doesn't have a conditions on, okay, it's not working.